What's up, guys? This is the network back with another video, and today we are talking about how to build a CPN file from start to finish using the most updated methods. This is strictly for educational purposes only. Make sure to take notes because we're going deep into the whole process from setup to getting that score active. If you need any help or have questions, hit up the network on Discord. Move from Telegram to Discord because it's way more reliable and secure. The link's in the description, so make sure you join. Alright, so let's break it down from the top. First things first, before you start building your CPN, you need to understand what a CPN actually is. A CPN, or credit privacy number, is a 9-digit number that some people use as an alternative to their social security number for credit reporting purposes. It's important to know that you're not creating a replacement for your SSN, and you should always use it responsibly and within the law. Step 1, gather your essential info. You're going to need name, date of birth, address, preferably one pulled from Zillow that's valued over $200,000. SSN prefix, one that's clean and unused, email and phone number. Now, when it comes to SSN prefixes, you want to choose sequences that aren't linked to existing profiles. Some good prefixes to start with include 293-97, 299-97, 638-91, 501-43, and a few others. You'll need to make up the last 4 digits yourself. Next, you need to keep everything organized. Open up your Notes app or a secure document where you'll track each CPN's info, make it clear and consistent so you're not mixing up details later on. Write down the name, address, SSN, email, and eventually your Credit Karma login once that's set up. Alright, moving on to the address. You're going to want to use a residential address that hasn't been tied to you before. Zillow is great for finding solid addresses. Aim for properties valued at over $200,000 because that signals stability to the credit bureaus. Now let's talk about setting up your environment. If you're using an iPhone, download DuckDuckGo for your private browser and BetterNet VPN to keep your location consistent. Set your VPN to California and make sure your phone is on LTE, not Wi-Fi. This reduces the risk of flagging your IP address when you're accessing credit sites. When you're logging into Experian, make sure you're always using DuckDuckGo. If you try to log in on the app or a standard browser, there's a high chance that your account will get locked. If you mess this up, you could lose access to Experian indefinitely, and no, you can't just reset it. So follow these steps carefully. Alright, now we're moving into the public records phase. This is crucial because public records make your CPN look more legitimate. You're essentially building a footprint that matches what lenders expect to see. To start, head to optoutprescreen.com and make sure you're opting in. This registers your CPN with the credit bureaus as someone who wants credit offers. After that, hit up listyourself.net. This site lets you create a public listing that connects your CPN's info to a residential address. Use the same info from your notes, name, address, phone number, and email. Keep it consistent every time. Next, opt into SageStream. This is another data aggregator that lenders use to verify your profile. Just like with the previous sites, enter your CPN details exactly as you have them recorded. Now you want to start creating small accounts that leave a public trace. Rewards programs are great for this. Go to places like Kroger Rewards, Walgreens, Best Buy, Delta Airlines, Hilton Rewards, and similar sites. Sign up using your CPN info, name, address, email, phone number. The goal is to build minor but traceable activity that shows you're a real person. After you've built that foundation, it's time to go after some low-hanging credit fruit. Start by applying to places like Target Red Card, Barclays Uber Visa, and Drive Time. Now don't worry if you don't get approved right away. The point here is to get your CPN registered within the system. You're basically saying, "Oh, hey, I exist, recognize me." Now it's time to set up your Credit Karma account. Go to creditkarma.com and enter the same details you've been using for your CPN. If you see the message that says, "We found your files," that's a good sign. It means your CPN has been successfully created and recognized by the bureaus. Once that's set, you want to add primary trade lines to boost your profile. Tomo Boost and Kickoff are great for this because they report directly to the major bureaus and show consistent payment activity. This step is essential because the new FICO models are focusing more on real payment history. After your profile starts building, look into signing up for a few utility or membership programs like Geico or Progressive. These will help create additional data points linked to your profile, which makes it look even more legitimate when lenders pull your info. Alright, now we're getting to the credit utilization phase. Once your CPN profile has reported for a few weeks, you can start applying for mid-level credit lines like secured cards or department store cards. Use your CPN as a personal guarantor when applying for business credit, especially if you have an LLC with established trade lines. If you're doing this right, you'll start seeing approvals for basic lines of credit and even some business accounts. The key is to keep building on that momentum. Don't let your profile sit dormant. Make regular payments, use your cards responsibly, and keep growing your public records. And remember, the changes coming to credit reporting are going to make it a lot harder for people who don't have established profiles. Don't wait until the rules change. Set up your CPN correctly now and keep it active. If you need a deeper breakdown or personalized help, hit up the network on Discord. We've switched over from Telegram because Discord is just more reliable for keeping in touch. Stay locked in, keep building, and I'll catch you in the next one. Network.